Nothing goes together like the Heat and Miami as we get ready for an interconference contest here at the American Airlines Arena. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter.
Miami ball.
Here's Dragic. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. From deep three-point range. Again, Dragic missing.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
Now, here's Wade. After the miss from Klay Thompson. Wade pass.
Give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
And Curry, here we go. It's stolen by Dragic. Bosh kicks to Dragic. Looking for Wade, he gets it there. Nice D from Bogut. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Now here's Iguodala. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Curry against Wade. Warriors with the rebound. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Yeah, exactly. An interconference matchup here. Not a lot of familiarity, but I wouldn't say they caught them off guard. And the other team was watching.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Violation.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Dragic. His last 10 games, he's right around tonight. 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
No.
Right. He probably just thrown on as a broadcaster and rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he
foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the bat.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness. I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Lets the free fly, and there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Winslow. Johnson's got 5.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Got a piece of it. Livingston kicks to Clark. The feed to Barnes. Golden State moving the ball around. Soft touch off the glass.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post, get it all the way to the rim.
And before the game, we heard from Chris Bosh. While they're taking it one game at a time, he definitely sees the big picture.
As a veteran, you know.
Chris Bosh has become one of the wise old men of the NBA with his long and very successful career. Clark, there's a lot to be said for knowing what's coming and knowing how to handle it.
Well, he is indeed one of the elder statesmen of the league with his 2 rings and dozen-plus years, but he's also a very smart player to begin with, high IQ. Combine those 2 things, and you sometimes get 21-7, like Bosh is still delivering for Miami.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Boy, they've ramped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick.
Gatorade all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Miami, Deng and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Winslow is out there with Dragic, and it's right side. Left side, Curry. The players you see on this list know a little bit about putting points on the board. They're the shooting guards averaging the most points over the last 10 games. Klay Thompson, number 1.
Possibly the single most dangerous player in the league right now. I mean, a machine at the offensive end, just so hard for any defense to deal with.
Yeah, and what I like about him most is that he's just a scorer. He's going to give you buckets from any place. It's not outside, deep, driving to the lane. I mean, he puts it in the basket.
There's Dragic following the score by Golden State. Down low, here's Bosch. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Here's Iguodala. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. And a moment
to show for it. It's been a breakout year for this group.
Yeah, but their work is far from finished, Greg. You know that. Their success in the regular season is all well and good, but that'll be forgotten if they don't make a run in the postseason.
And we're not.
So it was the shot selection on those. I felt like they were just too trigger happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state, but what about the mental toughness? Here's a guy who's been...
Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Miami. Udrih comes in for Goran Dragic. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh last year. Had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin...
Green inside the three-point line. Again, the miss by Green.
You know, the Heat never really came back after losing Bosh. His presence on both ends of the floor is hard to replace, and they missed him a bunch.
Now, here's Green. He's got 10. And the pass by Bogut. Bogut's got 4 this quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done.
I had to see Chris Bosh back out on the floor.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Luol Deng is checked in for Bosh. Winslow comes in for Gerald Green. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Udrih. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Good. And they in the corner rush with it. Udrih grabs the board.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the...
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Now Udrih with 1 on the clock. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball with the ball. Bosh with it. 10 points for him. Miller said with Whiteside, his fiery attitude flared up a few times last season, and it hurt his team more than once in Miami.
No doubt, and it's something that he has got to work on. I mean, he's proven that he can be a big-time player in this league, but he can't have the mental lapses that get him tossed from games and hurt his team.
And that one's good. 9 points for Steph Curry.
And that's 10 straight points of defense. Nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area.
Amari Stoudemire. He's chipped it for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Udrih in for Goran Dragic. Bang for 3. That's good. And it's Udrih. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. The Heat go the other way with it. Green dishes to Bosh. Connects from three-point range. 19 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pass to Dragic. Good ball movement here by Miami. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on it, not able to get this run.
And the basket by Curry.
There is no way no player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Curry kicks to Bogut.
Was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And the Heat call time here. Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
The Heat leading by 10. He's checked in for Whiteside. Deng comes in for Chris Bosh. Johnson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Udrih in for Goran Dragic. Different look here for the Warriors. Estes Ezeli, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. Clark, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here's Udrih, and it's sent back by Bogut. To the bounds, Miami will retain possession. Here's Stoudemire. Pass to Winslow. Fires for 3. No good. The pass to Rush. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the great
out there. Get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go.